Quick. Hello, everyone. Welcome. We are going to be drafting a Pauper Cube here. This is Abrupt's Pauper Cube. I'll put a link down in the description below for the cube that he built. But we're going to go ahead and fire this off. We have 8. This is all commons and uncommons. So let's go ahead and get started. So we got all commons and uncommons, so there's not going to be any rares in the pack. And here we go. So immediately, Drag to the Underworld, Erosa's Blessing, 2 good removal spells, as well as Dreadful Apathy. But I like my build around here. Murmuring Mystic is... when this was out in guilds, this was maybe like the mythic uncommon of the set. I love how powerful this is. It makes me really want to do Izzet spells. And we're going to snap up the Murmuring Mystic here. It's an amazing card. I'm going to love to get to build around this here. So let's take that as a powerful pack 1, pick 1. And we'd love, this Greeting comes back around. Something else. But this is a great place to start a draft. Good, solid build around. We could have taken Premium Removal, and that would have been fine, but Murmuring Mystic's just so powerful. I want it in the deck. I want to be able to build around that card. Looks like we got people locking in their first choices. There was also the the Flash Merfolk in there. That's not a bad blue card to have, but we really want instants and sorceries now. We want to be some sort of, Izzet or Dimir. Cast a bunch of instants. And win the game off the value from, the Murmuring Mystic. That being said, a card that goes along extremely well with Murmuring Mystic is Enigma Drake. This also wants you to build around spells, so we have 2. We'll start this draft off with 2 powerful spell payoffs. And there's some stuff, dual shot's okay. It's a fine trick, something we definitely run if we were red-blue spells. But between Murmuring Mystic and here the Enigma Drake next, I just want to definitely be red-blue spells. Put everything else behind me, and we're drafting Izzet Spells, which is one of my favorite archetypes back from Ravnica Allegiance, and we're going to see if we can do it here in the Pauper Cube. Peasant Cube. Both of these are uncommons. I don't think it's worth it to try to wheel the Drake there. It's just so powerful. I want to snap it up now and just go with it. Full gas on this. I have 2 powerful spell payoffs. Let's go ahead and make that work. Colossal Majesty, Furious Rise. Those are both good cards. Good 4-power matters things. You can watch me draft. I have no problem with that. We can still play the games. When we're actually playing the games, just... don't watch then, but every other time, go ahead and watch. It's fun. You can listen in. And here... so, I don't see any great spells. Shimmering Chimera is powerful, but this wants enchantments. Right now, we want spells, so I'm not going to take it here. It's a powerful build around on its own. No other real red cards. There is a City Watch Sphinx, which is fine, but I found to be lackluster, and we already have a big powerful flyer as well as a go-wide flyer thing here. Some of these others are fine. Dimir Locket's okay if we were trying to do some splashing stuff, but here I think I just want a Forgotten Shores, and the reason I want it... yeah, we're going to take the red cycle land here, and the reason we want this is we just want to be able to have... better mana. We want to be able to cast our spells, and this will cycle later in the game. It looks like, we had 4 lands, at the top, and then we can cycle away these other lands to draw cards. We could take the red-white land to hedge on a splash, but with these 2 powerful, Murmuring Mystic is sort of a gold card for red-blue spells. I just want to snap that. So here... if we'd taken the Shimmering Chimera Warbrier's Blessing, that's powerful to build with it. But here, we could take the Cutthroat. This wants us to have instants. Singer's alright in that case. Scholar helps us buy back spells, but is really expensive. I haven't liked that too well. I don't see any great red or blue spells. There's like a cancel. I don't really want that. We might just take another land here. I do really like Scholar, but at 7 mana, we might be doing a lot more. Although this does work with our theme. So really the question here is, we have 2 fine blue 2-drops that don't really work. Do we take the Scholar or do we take a land? The land ensures that we have good mana. The Scholar lets us have endgame recurring value. We'll go ahead and take the Scholar. I like it well enough here. It is... I'm assuming with this being Peasant that it's going to take a little while, and late game being able to recur value is going to be powerful here. And here we have a bunch of... Wow. So we could snap up, the Improbable Alliance. This wants us to be draw 2, and we don't really look like we're draw 2 now. We'd take, obviously, ops and stuff. There's Eternal Skylord, which is probably just the best card in the pack. The only other thing that really catches my eye is Runaway Together. That could be powerful. Yeah, Improbable Alliance is good, but it wants us to draw multiple cards. And right now, we'd take ops and stuff. But there's also just Eternal Skylord, which is a 3/3 that comes along with a 2/2 flyer, all for 5 mana. And I'm sold on that. And then if we can, take that Runaway Together and start bouncing this to recur value, I love it. Oh. Well, there's, powerful removal. Fiery Invocation, that's good. Not quite where I want my removal. Lazotep Plating's good. But I think I just take Saheeli here. She's sort of another Murmuring Mystic to some degree. Not as good as Murmuring Mystic. But this is a walker that we can get out there as we're casting our non-creatures. And unfortunately, right now we got a bunch of creatures. But as we cast our non-creatures, we're getting 1/1s. And once we take this, we sort of have 3 really good spell payoffs. And the Scholar to be able to recur some spells. So at this point, I'm going to start really hedging towards spells. We have our, powerful payoffs right here. Let's start hedging spells and taking some spells that are, reasonable tempo-y stuff that goes on here. We could take a Gutter Snipe. This is okay reach as we cast our spells. More reasons to want to have, just a ton of instants and sorceries in this deck. Portal, not what I want to be doing. Thunder Drake. It's whenever we cast our second spell, so we're having to cast multiple spells to turn this on. I don't know if that's what this deck's interested in. This is, if we can cast our second spell, includes creatures, and hopefully we get some card draw. I was thinking this Gutter Snipe and it's fine reach, but let's just go ahead and take the Thunder Drake here. It can be another big flyer in addition to our Enigma Drake. And now we want exactly stuff like this. Blink of an Eye is exactly what we want here. It can cycle, it's a spell, it counts towards our spell count. And when you're kicking it to draw a card, exactly where I want to be. We're snapping up Blink of an Eye here. Golden Egg's fine, but we're the spell deck and not the artifact or even necessarily a fixing deck. We just want spells, especially any spell that cycles here. Wow, Rose's Blessing made it back. Guys, what are you doing? What's everyone else in this draft doing? I can't say no to removal. Yeah, it's an enchantment. It's not exactly what we want, but it's 4 mana, deal 4 damage. I'm not going to say no to that. We could cut it if we really are hard on this spell thing, but it's a removal spell. Why did that wheel? Here, now is when, I'll pass on a Chillbringer, which is objectively a good card, for a lot less good instant, just because we have so many payoffs now that I want to go ahead and just take a cheap instant. And this is, removal. This can hate on some X1s. We'll snap it up here. Chili Bee, fantastic card, but I want spells in this deck. So here, we could take a Locket, we could take a Windscarred Crag. We're going to go ahead and take the Crag. We have an out to splash a little bit of white. Perhaps there's a good white instant or sorcery or a Boros or a Azorius one that we want to splash. So we'll go ahead and hold on to that, see if we want to do any splashing with it. Hey, look at that. Our land made it back away. I'd rather have the land than the Met counterspell. So we'll take the Swiftwater Cliffs. That's fantastic. So here, we'll go ahead and take the Improbable Alliance. I think it's better. There's no way we're splashing Truefire Captain. So we're just going to immediately cut that. It's too hard of a mana cost. Kentucky versus Ohio later tonight. Sounds good to me. Verdant Rebirth. Hey, thanks for checking out the Twitch channel here. We are doing a Peasant Cube over here. And here in this pack, I was looking around. Ooh, there's Icy Manipulator. Icy's just kind of busted. So we have an interesting choice. Do we take the good busted artifact? Likely. This is better pack one, pick one when you don't know what you're doing. There is Chronicler here, which this buys us back instants and sorceries. This would be extraordinarily powerful in this deck. Tamio's Epiphany, something I wouldn't mind having. Anytime that we can draw cards, cast spells is fantastic. But Icy's sort of busted. So I'm going to take Icy, and we're going to just hope to get Chronicler or the Epiphany back. I can't say no to Icy Manipulator. Wow, okay, so here, unsummons a spell. Staggering Insight's something we could almost think about splashing off of this. Again, we don't really want enchantments, we want instants and sorceries. There's Kasmina. She is a fantastic planeswalker. Making your stuff harder to hit while also producing, 4/4 of wizards that loot, get you through the deck. If we're dumping spells in the graveyard, Enigma Drake's getting bigger, but we're not doing that. What we're doing is we're casting our spells. So here, Unsummon Tempting as it's a spell. Can I go ahead and... What are my options here? There we go. Yeah, we're going to take Kasmina. We won't make everyone wait on us here. Kasmina's great. Would love... there we go. I was looking around here thinking, do we take the blue Saga? No, we take Lightning Strike. 3 mana, 3 damage. Triggers all our stuff that cares about non-creatures. We love it. We're going to go ahead and take it here. And... there we go. Yeah, we love Lightning Strike here. Reckless Rage could be something we'd think about, but we want Lightning Strike. Card's going to be great in this deck. 2 mana, 3 damage. Mwah. And here, we could think about having Discovery Dispersal. Discovery lets us surveil 2 and draw a card, so there's a good instant for us. And we could splash, a single swamp or something for the dispersal half. We could also just take Tybalt. Tybalt being a powerful, reasonably powerful planeswalker. This would shut down an opponent's life gain theme. It also just makes 2 devils, which can fling around a decent amount of damage. So maybe we're just on Tybalt here. It's either the Discovery half of Discovery Dispersal or we take Tybalt. Is the Walker... I like our... let's just take this as a good 3. Keep getting creatures. And now, we're pretty good on creature count. We got... 1, 2, 3... 1, sort of 2, 3, 4, sort of 5, 6, sort of 7, sort of 8. Oh, there's a bunch of sortas in there. Here, Bond of Insight mills, and I don't love that. We could also just take Flame Sweep. What stuff of ours do Flame Sweep kill? These will have flying. The Enigma Drake has flying. It'd kill all our artifacts. Most of the rest of this stuff has flying other than the wizards. So we could just take Flame Sweep, mini pseudo board wipe, or we take Bond of Insight to be able to buy back instants and sorceries. So it's either Flame Sweep or this. We could also think about Tetsuko. We're going to be producing a lot of 1 power stuff and making it unblockable is good. But let's just snap Flame Sweep. Wow, there's, 3 cards in here I really love. Time of Ice, not bad. I've come down quite a bit on this, but Spellgorger weird. This is paying us off for our non-creature stuff as well. Let's just take another payoff. Watcher in the Mist, also amazing. 5 mana for 3/4 flyers, surveil to set up what you got going on, but we're going to take the Spellgorger here. And we'll count that as it for the creatures, and now I really, 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 really just want to pick up spells. Alright, come on, good spells. Maybe he put like 5 lightning strikes in this cube. Hey, but then we see this. So Rimrock Knight's not bad, but I think we just take Callous Dismissal. There's a spell, it makes a dude. Fantastic pickup here, and we found the lane. Look how open red is here. Between the splashing and the payoffs. But yeah, we love Callous Dismissal here. This is exactly the sort of spell that we want. Sets them back on tempo. Gonna trigger all our spells matter stuff. Fantastic pickup. And remember, we can be looking, see if there's a white splash that we want. But for the most part, loving where we're at. And typically I would not even think about Anticipate, but here I think it's just a great card. It's going to trigger all our spells matter stuff, let us set up some draws. So kind of like it here. Other things are, met in that pack. We'll just take the thing that cycles. Well, right now we're actually not doing a lot of draw 2, other than, the Kasmina and maybe the Blink of an Eye. So we can think about dropping the Improbable Alliance. Oh, look at it. Both of the things that we wanted came back around. Huzzah. Oh, and this is going to be another tough pick. Do we want the thing that gives us good late game value to recur our best spell? What is our best spell at this point? Like Flame Sweep? Or we can get an Epiphany, which is just draw, scry a bunch, draw a bunch of cards. This could buy back some really great spell next time, or we take the good spell now. Let's just take the good spell now. Unsummon. We could even run this here. I don't hate it. We already have the Scholar to buy back our spells anyways. This deck is nuts. So right now I think we're, cutting that. We'll think about the dual shot. This could be a sideboard card even. Reckless Rage. We could give up a token to make more tokens. And it is removal. Or we take an Ember Hauler, which is just a good 2. But let's go ahead and take the instant here. Just because it's going to trigger a bunch of our stuff. And no one really expects 4 damage for 1 red. You just don't get that sort of efficiency. Switcheroo's a sorcery. We'll take it here. We probably don't run it. But we could exchange control of a Saheeli 1/1 servo for whatever the opponent's best thing is. That might not be bad. Here, now we will take the Bond of Insight. That could be playable. Again, we can recur some of our spells. Just keep lightning striking things. That wouldn't be the worst. Trumpet Blast, not something we're really interested in here. Yeah, it's an instant, but we're not really a go-wide pump. We do have some go-wide stuff, between the Saheeli and the tokens from Kasmina and Tybalt. Too many playables, same. That being said, here's Crackles. Crackles is what we want. Crackles does exactly what this deck wants. Chemist's Insight wouldn't be bad to get back around. But yeah, we love Crackles. Final Death could be an interesting splash, but we don't have the black fixing right now. We do have white fixing. We could do the Guild Mage. I don't love that. Square's Devotion? No, we want Crackles. Crackles is the other Signpost Gold uncommon for this deck, so we're snapping that up. And we're going to have too many playables. Oh no. Disconnect. We'll give them a minute, see if they come back. If not, we're going to replace them for a bot. For a hot second. Well, looks like he's trying to come back. Did he say anything in the Discord about having to disconnect? Hey, there's back. Just had to give him a minute. Why do we have the Electromancer? Oh, that was probably the last pick I missed. Ho! Well, this is a pack. So Aven Eternal's, sort of the smaller version of the Skylord. Also amazing. But there's a Tatyova here. That makes me really just want to splash green. We don't have the tools yet, but we can look for it. Tatyova's busted. And, yeah, we take, a fine 3-drop, but we also already have, a good number of fine 3-drops. I'm taking the Tatyova and wanting to splash green now. We're not splashing white. We want to splash green. We want Tatyova. Value City here. So, Spellkeeper Weird's alright. Crater Maker's alright. So do we take a fine 2, a fine 3, we can get the spell ones together. We can see if this wields. Or we can take an Evolving Wilds. We take the Evolving Wilds, it helps shore up this Tatyova splash. I kind of like that here. These are, fine whatever. They're not doing it for this deck. Let's just nab the Wilds. Good mana is good. And we got our gain land. We got one of the cycle lands for our color pair, and we got an Evolving Wilds. For the lands in this cube, that's not bad. We've ended up with good chunk there. And we can look for some other fixing to get this Tatiova down. But here we have one source. And it's actually a fantastic source because with Tatiova out, we can play this, crack it, get 2 activations of Tatiova. Here, if we splash Blessed Light's not the worst splash. Maybe it's not the Tatiova, maybe it's a Blessed Light. We already have this Windscarred Crag. But I like turn into a pumpkin fine. It's expensive bounce, and we won't always be able to get the token from it. But it's good. And it's a spell. It'll trigger our spells matter stuff. Rouse Outburst. It's fantastic. Maybe we can wheel this up, but let's take the Outburst. 4 mana, 3 damage, draw a card. Heck yeah. And we're definitely cutting some 4s, like the Bond of Insight. We have other ways to recur value. I don't even love the Blessing in this deck. Yeah, it's 4 mana, 4 damage, but we don't have any ways to really recur it. I don't know if I love Unsummon yet. Thunder Drake's whatever. I'm going to cut it for now. And we can think about probably cutting this Switcheroo, but this might also be one of our most powerful spells to be able to buy back. So we'll think about that. Right now we're at 22 playables and 3 lands in here. So we are looking for at least one more and then hopefully an upgrade. Wow. Chandra Novice Pyromancer. So there's Kiln Fiend, and this can attack very well, but I think we're more of a grindy red-blue deck. We don't want the aggressive version of this that this offers. We don't really want to counterspell. Cloud Concealer is great. Draws us a card. Or we can take another Walker, and she just has double shock on her. I don't know, do we have any elementals at all? I'm going to click on Chandra while we look. I think that's what we want. Even if we don't have elementals, she's amazing. She's 2 shocks stapled there. Stapled together. Ooh. Alright guys, Mind Stone is amazing in this format, and I don't know why people are undervaluing it so. This is a 2 mana rock, and can get you to these, higher end, crazier things that you want to do. Getting to play one of these on 3 is no joke. We're taking the Mind Stone, and that's even another mana source. We can sort of count this as a land. Yeah, it's a 2 mana land, but it just adds mana. This is only when we draw cards. I don't think we're playing any of this. Heroic Reinforcements is good, go wide, but I think we want to splash the green for the Tatiova more. We're not drawing multiple cards. I'll take the Locket, but I don't think we're playing it. It could help with the Tatiova splash. I'm not just hate drafting it. I think there's a chance it makes a deck, but we'll look at it. And I'd sort of be fine cutting Dual Shot. It's really a whatever spell. We'll bring it in if we're facing an opponent with a bunch of X1s. Here we'll take the Sinister Sabotage. Probably not running it. We just have better things to do. Hey, the Aven Eternal made it back around. We could also think maybe splashing the Imperium Eagle. Do we have some flyers between the Drake, the tokens here. Maybe that's a better splash than the Tatiova. So if we did this and took the Eagle, do we like that better than the Tatiova splash? I took it already, so that's what we're doing. We could even take Unknown Shores. No, I still don't like that here. We'll take the spinner and cut it. That one was hate drafting. But we're not running our counterspell anyways, so sort of whatever. I do like the Empyrean Eagle here just because of the... And we have 2 good flyers. We have one thing here that makes a flying token. Another good flyer. And hopefully it's pumping all of these tokens off of the Murmuring Mystic. We'll take a chill. I'm not running chill. I think this is just deck here. Even the Elite Guard Mage, yeah, this cycles at least. It's a flyer. Maybe we're, you know, splashing a little bit more white here. We're a little farther off the spell thing, but I think that's okay. We'll take a Syncopate. We'll board it. And maybe we're cutting the Flame Sweep for, you know, this Guard Mage. We'll take that. I'm not running it. And we're done drafting here. So this is what, 24? We do fairly well if we get to just 4 mana. But do we have one more cut to make? And if so, what is it? Because all of this stuff is... Well, oh yeah, I don't like Sinister Sabotage here. Love this. Let's go ahead and export it over to Arena. Let's let everyone follow over here. Import this. And it looks like there's at least one card I don't have. Not hugely surprising. Oh, it's Switcheroo. We'll go ahead and turn that one in. Craft it anyways. Apply all our style points. And I think this deck is so sweet. We have our 3 white sources for our, you know, double splash here, but it lets us win in the air, and otherwise we're just doing, you know, cast instants and sorceries win. We'll think about this Switcheroo. I only have it right now because of like the Saheeli tokens and the Murmuring Mystic tokens. But we'll see if maybe we have to swap that out later. But loving this. Think it's fantastic. And let's go over to the Discord and start challenging people. And this deck, I think, is absolutely the bee's knees. We're saving that, and this is Peasant Cube on this 331. Screen snip users on our draft. Yeah, that's what I should do. So that I know who we're looking for. We got Kathos, Gargantuan, Abrupt. We'll save that down there. Cheese. And I need my 43662. And they're firing off another draft already over there with Spiffy's Cube. All right. But yeah, Strictly Cheese. I think you were around over here in the chat as well, yeah? And share everyone there the friend code you can go ahead and add me, and we can go ahead and do a direct challenge with his deck. I'm super pumped about it. Izzet Spells is one of my favorite archetypes in all of Magic, and we get to draft what I think is a bonkers deck with it. So, hey, there we go, Strictly Cheese. Accept the invite, and there you are. Let's go ahead and battle it out. We'll go ahead and start with best of one, and then if we want to challenge more, we can go ahead and do that. Yep, and they're over there drafting again already. Oh, I think this is still up, yeah. But yeah, this is real interesting, getting to draft all sorts of cubes. Very exciting time to be a limited arena player here. Alright, there's Kathos from the Peasant draft. I have Kathos on here already. I might just go ahead. We'll go ahead and we cancel this challenge. Cheese, whenever you are ready, I am ready, but I'm going to go ahead and challenge Kathos here, see if he's up for a quick best of one. Oh, I want to select deck. Here we go. Alright. And we'll get in to this Peasant Cube draft game against Kathos, one of the people from the Going Optimal Discord. He's there a lot. And oh, this is a little sketch. I think we go ahead and keep it. All we need to do is draw a blue for this hand to be pretty great. So we'll go ahead and risk it. And we can actually use this to just go ahead and get our blue for 2. So I like that here. We have our splash already. We don't need to go get it. Hey, there's a Crater Maker. And here we're likely just going to anticipate, go looking for some action. We're not going to bounce that right now. We want to be able to bounce and draw a card. Hey, okay, so that might be something that we have to deal with. There's Icy. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab Icy here. Drop that, can drop the Spellgorger weird. We might take a big hit here once, but then we can, next turn, drop a land. Ooh. We would have loved that Jaya's Greeting. But they're putting us up against it here. We could drop, you know, the Kasmina, make a token. Yeah, let's go ahead and drop Kasmina, make a 2/2. And then if they want to kill Kasmina, it costs them their card. And I don't think we need this land, so we can ditch it. Angraph! Nice. That'll be a great thing for us to blink eventually. Oh, this has Menace now because of the Angraph. Okay, good play, good play. So now we can heal a Lightning Strike, likely what we have to do here. And we'll just go ahead and pass. And on attacks, we'll get to Lightning Strike get a Sahili token. They won't know what hit them. Kill the Raging Crunch. And now we have blocks, and we want to block the Goblin. Because we want to be able to blink of an eye the token, make them have no value off of that. Does he take the trade, or does he try to fling damage, or does he have pump? Any number of things could be true in this situation. Alright, they're using Murder on a 2/2 token. Love seeing it. Now we can just turn it into a pumpkin. Yeah, let's just go ahead and turn that into a pumpkin. Draw our card. And it's switcheroo. That's not bad. So if they play something good, we can switcheroo it with this servo. Oh, that was mean. So this will gain us life, draw us a card. Yeah, we have to tap that way. Keeps us in this, keeps us alive. Nothing to do because of the menace, unfortunately. Drain 3, that's bad. Alright, can we kill that? We could bounce it, but if we bounce it, it comes back down and kills us. Alright, Strictly Cheese, I will challenge you as soon as we're done with this one. It kind of looks like we're in the tank. I don't see great ways out. We could kill the Angrath, make a 1/1, and then we only have 1 mana. We could do this, but we can't do that and blink. We could Icy and tap down something, get an extra, but that doesn't do it. Even if we outburst something, we're still not there. So let's just Icy. We get an extra token. And yeah, that's gonna go ahead and be game there. Alright, they were able to get us. This Angrath, Captain of Chaos, did a heck of a amount of work for Kathos there. I think if we were able to get this game to go a bit longer, we might be able to get there, but they had the better start. Good game. Oh, maybe they screwed this up. Maybe, oh, you know what, with that, yeah, we still don't have the good block. Alright, still good game. I thought maybe, they could have, I think they could have just done that face. But oh well, it happens. Alright, Cheese, you are up next. Let's go ahead and challenge you here. Alright, Cheese, good luck. Here we go. Hey, we got the Enigma Drake. This is keepable. And then 4-drop, we got a whole bunch of stuff going on. Start out with that mountain. Hey, they know how to pick up fixing over there. Forest. Paradise Druid. Speak of fixing. Wow. All right. We'll go ahead and start this with... I think we start out with a Spellgorger Weird. It threatens to grow bigger and bigger as we go on. Enigma Drake looks at the stuff in our yard and is right now just an 0-4 wall. Shimmerwing Chimera, that's sort of scary. But let's go ahead and let's just send that back to their hand. Grow our Spellgorger. Get in for 3. Hey, splashing black it would seem. Nice. Oh, Eldest Reborn. Wow. Alright, that's sort of busted. And that means we're gonna lose something from hand. We'll have to discard a card. We can discard the Shores. But we can Kazmina, make our 2-2, and loot.
Join my cause.
Ooh, I don't want to loot any of this away. Maybe it's just the switcheroo? Because we'll get rid of the caves now, and then when the second chapter of this goes off, we'll likely just have to pitch the switcheroo. We don't have a great target for that right now. We'll be able to buy it back later. And for now, having that instant in the yard, sorcery in the yard, is going to make the Drake bigger. Oh, when they get to snap the Eldest Reborn back to hand, that's busted. So here... we could Saheeli, but we don't have anything good to bounce. Let's go ahead and loot. Oh, that's our 1 plains, too. Could send the Dismissal to the yard. It's not doing much on this board. And send out the Skylord. Play that out. Don't have attacks. They get to kill Kazmina. Wow, that was sick being able to use the Rescuer Sphinx to bounce that. And they have the Shimmerwing to bounce Eldest Reborn. That's insane. We gotta try to put this thing away fast. So getting this Drake on board is probably what we have to do. Shimmerwing Chimera. Druid for more ramp, more duders out there. Yeah, they can kill Kazmina. But that at least gives us attacks. So we can do Saheeli, Drake.
What an interesting creature. Let's see how you work.
And we can also just play out this land, but we can hold it for now and play it out before the second chapter of that. What do we have attacks with? I think just everything. But then we lose Saheeli, so let's not attack with a flyer. Let's just get in with everything else. We have a sort of free block there. And if we can cast even, just a few instants, we can be sacking servos to the Eldest Reborn and maybe survive that way. Bouncing, they just bounce the token, get it out of there. Yeah, that seems good. And they still have enough to play the Eldest Reborn? Ugh. We don't have enchantment hate. We don't even have counter spells. So not looking super hot here. They have a sick deck. Why are they not just playing and bouncing Eldest Reborn here? That's what I'd do. I'm ready to almost scoop here. Oh, because they went to Death Touch. Okay. Yeah, I think Saheeli's the only way we get out of this. Okay, Outburst is exactly what we wanted. And we can take Crackles. Okay, things are looking up. Eldest Reborn, you know, making a sack just a 1/1. That's not so bad. Things could be a lot worse. But yeah, Eldest Reborn, we were lucky to be able to get removal to kill the Shimmerwing Chimera. Otherwise, they go off with value there. Next turn, we get the Crackles. So let's go Crackles. Draw us a card. Hopefully it's something we can cast. And yes, in fact, if we do that, we can cast it. Get an extra 1/1 for our troubles.
Be afraid, wizard.
But here we want to do 2 damage to... This is giving their zombie army thing Death Touch. So let's just kill that.
That hurts. Whoosh! Up in flames.
Let's get in there with the Skylord. This is Elementals. We have Wizard, we have Servo, we have Drake, we have Zombie Wizard. So, unfortunately, we have 0 Elementals. Hit them for 3, end the turn. And we can actually, if they don't kill... Okay. They killed the Drake. I was going to say, we could turn our Servos into Drakes. That'd be fantastic. Doesn't seem to be what we're able to do here, but... Sick value on the Cloudkin that we passed earlier. We'll have to go ahead and use the Chandra to shoot that down. Feels bad, but we gotta do it. And yes, I will absolutely trade a token for that. And I'll gladly trade our Servo for that if they want to make that offer. Alright, Anticipate, not bad here. We're going to go ahead and kill that.
Guess I'm not the only one with a temper. Toasted!
Main phase Anticipate, looking for more action. Get a Servo. And Scholar. We're not quite on casting Scholar. But when we do, we win, so... we could turn Servo into a Skylord and send it in. We could also just send the Skylord in here. Let's just send the Skylord in. And yeah, sounds great to me. Take out some of their dudes. End the turn here. And what 2 spells are we going to get back? Ral's Outburst is removal. And we could even think about like getting Switcheroo. Switcherooing whatever they bring back with the Eldest Reborn here. Here it might just be the Shimmerwing Chimera. Because then they can at least bounce the Omen for value. Rescuer Sphinx. Yeah. They can't get the Eldest Reborn back with either one. Ah, but they can Prophecy and use Shimmerwing to bounce the Prophecy. That's good. Alright, another blue, not bad. So if we get something that only costs 2, we could cast it. You know, like a Callous Dismissal. But I think we want the removal. So let's grab the Outburst, and we can grab a Switcheroo. Alternatively, we're getting a bounce spell. They want to bounce anyways. They might be able to play around Switcheroo, but I think that's okay here. We'll make them play around it. We could actually add red with Chandra and get this Outburst to kill the Chimera now. And I think I like that.
So reach into that ley line.
Thank you, Chandra, for your service. Alright, and that's game there. Whew. Scholar coming in real big there. Hey, Abrupt. We'll go ahead and accept that. And now we get to play Abrupt. The creator of the cube. So let's see if the cube can beat its creator now. Good game, Cheese. That was fun. I really thought you had us here. You were threatening to recur the Eldest Reborn, which is maybe the most disgusting thing that this cube is capable of. Here... Ugh, this is a bit sketch. We'll mull it. This seems alright. And probably just bin the Anticipate. That's good early when you're looking for lands. Won't be as good late like this Epiphany will be. For this cube having no rares, I have felt like there's just one powerful thing to do after another. If they play a 4-power thing, we'll have to go ahead and Lightning Strike that. Still not threatening much. We'll see what they do here. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and Lightning Strike Slimefoot. That card's disgusting. And we don't want anything to do with it. Play that. Hopefully, as long as they don't play a 4-power thing, we can Chandra, shock the Beetle, and we're looking pretty good. A little slow on the start here. Although 4 mana with green, they very well might have something that has 4 power here. In which case we might need this Reckless Rage eventually. But yeah, we're going to Chandra, and we'll go ahead and shock the Horn Beetle.
So much to do, so much to see. I'm fired up.
If they want to save it with a trick here, I'm fine with that. But they don't. Chandra is just a removal spell. 4 mana shock. And then she sits on the battlefield and does other things. I like it. Like it a lot. And unfortunately, we don't have anything to do here. So we're just going to tick up Chandra. And she's just going to up her loyalty. Good game there, Cheese. Enjoyed that one a lot. And now we got that. Now, we don't need the removal. The Drake doesn't really do much for us. So we could just Epiphany here. Yeah, you were threatening to get off the ground there, and I was horrified. Oh, now we got to scry. Yeah, these planeswalkers are real powerful. We can grab the Mind Stone and the Guard Mage. I like that a lot. And just uptick Chandra. Yeah, we got the Chandra, which was the one not from War of the Spark, but she's doing a lot of work for us right now. Until she gets Meteor Golemed. That's alright. We can go ahead and cast this. We can Guard Mage, just draw cards, gain life. We could Outburst that thing so they can't recur it. Still draw cards. We'd like one of our real good spell payoffs here. What are, no, so far we've just sat around here and drawn cards. Maggot, they get something. But if we can kill the maggot, we get our thing back. Only removal we're showing right now is the Reckless Rage. Oh yeah, the synergies are super powerful in this. I'm absolutely loving this. You know, getting to go Drake with Turn into a Pumpkin and Rouse Outburst, Chandra, Lightning Strike. Oh, this is amazing. Alright, they take our thing that draws us a card. That's fine. Our Drake looks pretty good on this board. We can actually bounce that if we wanted to, just to get our card back. But if we did that, we'd lose our card. But we could Reckless Rage, maybe just to kill that to get our card back. Or we could try to kill the Omnivore. Let's just go ahead while the getting's good. Kill the Omnivore. With Reckless Rage. We got the Ixalan. We got the Dominaria. We got Core 19. And then we can go ahead and just bounce it. I read that that was 2, but they gave us our card back. Sure, and then we can cast our card. Alright, so they were able to get sack fodder and sort of trade off the Brain Maggot for Reckless Rage, but that didn't seem too bad. And now we got powerful flyers that can hopefully just go the distance. Gain 3. A lot of fixing over there, Abrupt. Oh, one piece of fixing. Still trying to figure out if it looks green, black, splashing red. Yeah, with the Slimefoot and the Horn Beetle, I think that's what it is. We'd love to get Saheeli or something out. Okay, they killed the Guard Mage. Boo-hoo. Hey, there's a Scholar of the Ages. That can buy us back, what, like Lightning Strike, Rouse Outburst, Epiphany, any number of those things seem great. We can just go ahead and grab up the Lightning Strike and something else, kill that. Lightning Strike and Epiphany. Fire off the strike now, kill their blocker. Yeah, we're 1 damage short by not attacking first. Thanks for that, cheese. I noticed it as we were casting the Scholar. It's like, oh, we're ripping stuff out of the yard for the Drake. But now let's just go ahead and look for some stuff. That'll be great here soon. We'll order it something like that. We can place the Healy on this board. And then we could blink one of our things. We could even blink like the Scholar and recur value that way. We'll wait and see. But if we blink Scholar, we get to buy back spells. We got infinite. Although here, I think we just want to be aggressive with it. Say go Drake. And I think this is just game here. Oh no, wait, this 5/4 can't attack yet. We'll play this out, go ahead and crack it. Get, I guess, a blue. And this feels like a pretty hopeless position for them to try to come back from. Good game, Abrupt. Love the cube. Absolutely amazing. And super powerful for everything in here being, you know, common and uncommon. Great games, though. Anyone else up here in chat for a challenge? I'll go over to the Discord to see if there's anyone still around from ours. Good game. Let Abrupt know good game in the Discord. That was fantastic. We'll see if anyone else wants to jump in once for a quick game. The code, if someone wants to challenge me, who is part of it's right there. I'll go ahead and throw that in the Discord again. But yeah, deck's super sweet. Love playing it. We'd even, if anyone wanted to challenge again, we could go ahead and play another one. But yeah, this is super sweet. Love this Peasant cube. And you know, if anyone's more strapped on wild cards or something, if we come over here, right now I'm sitting at 11 common wild cards, 33 uncommons, and that's because I burned a bunch of commons on stuff that I didn't need to burn commons on. But we have enough commons and uncommons to craft, just boatloads of stuff from these drafts. Even if you're crafting one copy of some of these old Ixalan or Dominaria cards, it's not going to hurt your progress towards, 4xing a set that much. And it's a good way to spend those wild cards if you don't have much else to be working on. You have all the standard decks you want, and they're just sort of sitting there dead. Go ahead and spend them on cards to build these decks from Peasant cubes. Sounds great to me. Alright, doesn't look like there's going to be anyone else challenging for the time being, so I'm going to go ahead and shut off the VOD. Thanks for watching, and tune back in for the next one. Appreciate everyone watching.